So we're going to kick off with the Daily Mail. Lewis, obviously this is the big Russian story that is dominating all of the front pages.
Yes, good news. Well, relatively. Putin will pay for what he did to my husband.
How is this good news?
Well, you know what? Because you don't know. You don't know whether it's, in the long run, it might be good news. It might expose Putin as being a horrible guy and it mean the downfall of Putin.
Because it's not good news for the victim.
No, one guy dies, but there could be good happens. There's an old Chinese proverb. Nick knows it.
Yeah. It's something about, well, let's wait and see, they say.
My horse got killed. Oh, that's bad news. And the man says,
maybe.
Could you tell us a little bit about Navalny and why this is significant?
Navalny was the only credible hope of opposition to Putin. And there are people who opposed him. He got like 29% of the vote in the Moscow mayoral election. And they believe he's going to run again against Putin in the next election.
Yes.
And he mysteriously died. The point is that Russia has had really bad luck. Putin has a very bad luck with people dying. I don't think it was his fault.
No, it's terrible, isn't it? There's a thing called sudden Russian death syndrome, and it is something that happens. It happened to Prigozhin, who died in that aircraft. I mean, pure accident. I just think these coincidences are a real shame for Putin.
Yeah, you could say that sending him to a penal colony in the Arctic Circle is the same as killing someone, but actually he was apparently in good humour and was making jokes, but then suddenly after a walk lost consciousness and felt unwell. So very, very suspect, obviously. And
when he was seen the day before, looking very well and joking and all the rest of it. So, you know, let's not draw any conclusions.
No, let's just say allegedly a lot. Go on.
And he sent a beautiful Valentine's Day message to his wife, which is, you know, of course you're in prison, you're going to think lovely thoughts about your wife.
The thing about this, I mean, the RT is saying that it was potentially a blood clot. I think the Russian state is suggesting that you know, this is obviously nothing. Nothing to see here. But of course, there have been attempts before. They found Novichok on his clothing in an attempt in 2020. Don't know who that was, but you know, obviously, if you go up against Putin, you are risking your life, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you can't blame the victim. But you could blame the victim. On the other hand, is the whole purpose of these camps in Russia are to kill people. They're 40 miles above the Arctic Circle. Cold kills people, as we're finding out from the Stop Oil demonstration.
Right.
And the issue for Biden is he's promised all kinds of retaliation if this ever happens. So the question is now, what's he going to do? I've already seen conspiracy theories on X saying maybe the CIA did this to get funding for Ukraine. I know this is where we live in now. And some people are being quite mean about Tucker. And maybe there's a point. Tucker Carlson's been in Russia doing these sort of puff pieces about how great it is over, like, look how cheap the shopping is in the grocery store. And it's like, yeah, because they've got no wages. So he's getting some ridicule for doing this kind of pro-Russia stuff at this time, which is an unfortunate time for him.
And the White House has laid the blame squarely on Putin. Or has said very clearly what they think has happened here. So we don't know. I mean, certainly he has been, Navalny has exposed corruption again and again in Putin's government. He had that viral video about the palace, the $1 billion palace built for Putin above the Black Sea. So all of this stuff, obviously not good for the Russian regime. You know, you draw your own conclusions, don't you?